Shabbat Shalom. There we go. When I was 18, like many 18-year-olds, I moved out of my parents' house and went to college. And literally ever since then, I have lived in a succession of dorms and apartments. Some were nice, some were less nice. Grad school budget, you can imagine. I've had roommates, I've had many roommates. I've lived by myself. I got married, lived with my husband and the dog, then it was my husband, the dog, and the baby, who, by the way, is a terrible roommate. He cries a lot, and he doesn't clean up after himself, doesn't chip in for utilities, but he's cute, so, so it's okay. It's more than 10 years, and I have just bounced from apartment to apartment, dorm to dorm, home to home. And I don't think I'm alone in this. And maybe it's all the moving I did. I hate moving. I don't think anyone likes moving. I'm seeing a lot of these, because everyone hates moving. It's the worst. And I don't think it's just because it's physically exhausting to move. It is. You got to pack up all your stuff, and you realize how heavy everything is when you have to move it, and it's expensive to move. God, it's expensive. But I don't think it's the physical aspect that's quite so terrible about moving. I think it's because moving is a little bit sad. I think it has to do with the people. Now, the most important people when you move, you tend to take with you. Your immediate family, they come with you. Your pets come with you. So there has to be something else that makes moving so sad. Related. Parshat Balak, which you just heard, is not just special because it's the only parsha that has to do with talking donkeys, though it is the only parsha that has to do with talking donkeys. That's a weird thing. It's a parsha that has to do with blessings, curses that become blessings. Bilam is supposed to curse our people, and he doesn't, which is a good thing. Bilam is actually looking out over at our people. He sees all of us milling about. And the Torah says he sees us all around, tribe next to tribe, next to tribe, next to tribe, all these different tribes of Jews dwelling together and seeing all these different people living together. He's overcome. He's overcome with a spirit of God. The Torah tells us literally, the spirit of God overtakes him and he blesses us. And he blesses us, Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, mishknotecha Yisrael. If you've ever been to a Tot Shabbat, you've heard this. Ma tovu oha. Yeah, everyone who has kids is like, oh yeah, I had to sing that a million times. It's famous for a reason. It's famous. It comes from here. Ma tovu, how good are your tents, O Jacob? I see down there. Your dwelling places, O Israel, all of you together. That's his blessing. That's his blessing for us. Your tents and your dwelling places, your dorms and your apartments and your houses, your homes. Bilam is saying, that's your blessing, Israel. Home is a blessing. It's different people who just all live together. It's not just you and your family in a house. It's your home. It's your community. That's your friends also. It's your coworkers. It's your favorite teacher. It's the babysitter you rely on. It's your dog walker. It's your running buddy. It's your librarian. It's your mail carrier. It's your hairdresser. It's all the people who make your home, make it a blessing. Home is a blessing that happens when you're surrounded by your people. And that is a rare and beautiful thing. I think you need to take a moment, and I want you to do this for real right now. And I want you to think about your home, not your physical house, but your home. And all the people who make your home, home. Your family and your friends and the people you interact with. You can close your eyes if it makes it easier for you. Keep them open. I don't care. All those people who make you feel safe and happy and loved. I want you to see their faces in your mind. I think it's funny, this happened in chapel too. You start to see people just smile, little smiles pop up because how could you not be happy thinking about all these people in your life, the faces of the people who've loved you into being who you are, into feeling safe and happy and loved. It feels good in your heart to recognize the blessing that are these people who make your home, home. To have that gratitude. That's also a blessing. Since I was 18, I've lived in 3 different states, 2 different countries, and I've never lived anywhere longer than 2 years. I've always moved before 2 years. It's happened every single time, 2 years, like clockwork. A new place to live. And I don't like moving, as we've already established. And I think it's because it's stressful and it's sad because I have to leave behind people. And no place I've ever lived feels like home until I find my people. Of course, when I move, I have my husband and my baby and my dog. Those are my people. But when I find my community, then it feels like a home. And then it feels like a blessing to live wherever I am. So when I live here in Houston, which is the longest place I've ever lived as of a month and a half ago, this is my record breaker. This is my 3rd year at Beth Yeshurun, and it will be our 3rd year in Houston. So this will now officially be the longest place I've ever lived since I was 18 years old, which makes me feel very lucky, very blessed. And Houston is home. It's home not just because my husband and my dog and my baby are here. They are. Well, they're not here, they're at home. Houston is home because my coworkers are here and I love them, and my fellow clergy are here and I learn so much from them. Houston is home because of all of you, because my friends and my congregants, because you're all here. And you make my life better, and you make my life richer, and you make my life fuller for being in it. You make my life a blessing. I hope, in some way, I make your life a blessing too. It is really good to be back, and I hope you have a Shabbat Shalom.